Hey guys, Joe here and welcome to another daily sketch video. In today's video, I'm going to actually try a different editing method. I'm just going to go back to what I was doing initially because if you didn't know, the past video I tried to do it like as in a live kind of situation, which I was just going to show you real-time footage of me drawing and then I was going to just speak the whole time while I was recording. But apparently what I was supposed to be a 15 or 10 minute sketch ended up being a 40-minute one, and since I didn't want the same thing to happen, and I had to cut a lot of the stuff that I said in the video because, well, I wasn't going to make you watch a 40-minute video of just a sketch. Maybe if it was a full illustration or something like that, then you would probably be interested in seeing it come to life in real time, but if it's just a sketch, I don't think many people would be actually interested in that. So yeah, that's what I ended up changing, like the plans that I had for this next video. Now, for the topic of this video, I'm actually going to talk about a little bit of something that I left out in the previous video. It didn't make the final cut, but it was about Instagram. I did mention a few things about it and how the algorithm changed, but right now I'm going to go a little bit more in depth as to why it has so much impact in anybody that's trying to actually build a following on social media. And yeah, so to start off, I know that you're already pretty familiar. If you're in a creative field and trying to have a presence online, then you're probably aware that Instagram is constantly changing something that they call their algorithm. And in the beginning, it wasn't so bad. Like the first time they introduced it, it was the only change they did was actually to change the feed of your homepage from being chronological to actually suggesting you posts that you might actually be interested in watching. And it was, there was a big chaos around Instagram when that first happened, and they were all complaining, and to this day still people are actually begging Instagram to bring chronological posts back, but they're not planning to do so anytime soon. So yeah, we can only hope and we can only dream. But yeah, the thing was that it wasn't so bad. I had this fashion and lifestyle account that I was trying to grow at the time, and I started the account actually when the algorithm first hit, so I had to deal with those issues like right off the bat. From, I think I was at 200 followers maybe, or 300 perhaps, and then I grew it to 2K, and it wasn't as tough. It took me like 3 months maybe, just by doing hashtag research and engaging with people and stuff like that. Just by that, I was actually doing pretty good, and the growth that I was experiencing was very exponential. So I started like gaining like 1 follower a day, and then I started gaining like 2 followers, and then 5 followers, and then 10 followers, and so on. And so I was doing actually pretty okay. But then I decided to stop that account and just focus on my artistic career because, I thought it was time to settle in and just try to do something with my life and stuff. So I decided to start this artistic Instagram kind of thing. And yeah, in the beginning it was all fine and dandy. I was using the same strategies that I was using before, and it was working smoothly. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. And yeah, I was growing exponentially as well. I reached, I believe, 1K before the year ended, 2017 ended. And then Instagram released their algorithm in 2018 in January. And in the beginning, I didn't see how it would affect me because they were just going to introduce like a more strict control over the posts that are recommended to you. So I thought it was a good thing, but turns out that while my posts were getting close to the 200 plus likes mark on the previous year, when the changes hit live, I was actually starting to get barely 80 likes. Nowadays I'm lucky, and mind you, this is like a month after that, I'm lucky if I get at least 80 likes on my posts in 24 hours. Whereas before, in 12 hours, that's the amount of engagement that I would get. And I don't think it's fair at all, because they are actually limiting your reach. As I said in the previous video, they are now asking your post to do okay in the first 15 minutes so that they can show the post to the rest of your audience, which I don't think it's like very ethical for them to do, because those people follow you for a reason, and if they're enjoying your content, why are you going to tell them that they're not going to enjoy your next post if you have changed nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand if your post quality goes down and then everybody stops liking your stuff, but if you just continue doing the same thing that you were doing before, why would people not enjoy that? And that's something that I find really silly. And besides that, the fact that they only show you to 10% of your following is very very stressful, because those 10% can be anyone from your that's following you. Like, let's say there's a couple of bots following you and also a couple of inactive accounts, then, well, you can kiss goodbye your engagement, because if they don't like it, you're not going to get any further, and the post is not going to show to the rest of your audience. So that's pretty silly in my opinion, and I don't think it's fair at all. Now, if Instagram were to just ask you to pay in order to reach a bigger audience, I would be okay with that, but they now want you to pay to reach your existing audience. And that's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's turning out to be just Facebook 2.0, and I knew from the start that when Instagram was bought by Facebook, it was going to go down the same path. And if you didn't know, Facebook used to do very good in the artistic field, in the sense that anyone with an art page could do decently good, because, well, you know, a lot of images and you could have a lot of video and content to just put out on a daily basis. And so you were off pretty good with having an art page. But then they started introducing an algorithm as well, and now the posts were being limited to show to your audience, and so they even put some more strict controls over that algorithm, and now you had to actually pay to show your post to your own audience. I mean, how does that even make sense? If you're reaching an audience outside of your already existing following, then I'm okay with paying. But if they want you to pay to show the post to your actual following, that's where I think it's very wrong and very shady of them to do such things. But yeah, that's not going to change, and that's just how the things are. And yeah, I mean, I just wanted to rant for a little bit, because I don't think it's fair at all. Now, a lot of people have been jumping to other kinds of platforms currently, and I don't know if you've heard about it, but there's this one new app called Vero, and it's gaining a lot of traction right now. I've tried the app for a little while, but I don't know, since my first impression of the app was that it was buggy and laggy and it was crashing and I couldn't do anything. Like, it didn't leave a very nice taste in my mouth, so, or in my fingertips, I guess I should say. And I think that's the same for a lot of people, and so I'm a little bit worried, because I know the app has potential to actually, I mean, for any app to come and say that they're going to be the competition of Instagram, I would be 100% on with that app, just to make Instagram understand that nobody's liking the changes that they are making. But if it's going to be like an app that is not really well developed and stuff like that, then I don't see how it's going to actually challenge Instagram, when you know, like, everybody uses Instagram. And so for you to actually try and migrate the population of Instagram to another app is actually very ambitious, and if you don't have enough pros to your app, then it's going to be very tough. But yeah, I guess that's all that I had to say for this video. There's actually a few minutes left, but maybe I'm just going to stop talking, because I feel like I just ranted this whole video instead of giving you guys value. But yeah, if you weren't aware of the changes, well, now you know why your favorite artist might be struggling right now. And yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments if the algorithm has also affected yourself. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.